The dev team on Total War announced a bunch of different DLC plans for 3 different games today, and we're going to take a look at those. Really, we're only concerned with Warhammer 2 because Troy we've already seen a lot of, and Three Kingdoms I don't really do a lot of that. So I'll leave the link to this post and the dev blog down in the description if you guys want to take a better look at those. But we're going to be looking at Warhammer 2, and I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time, guys. I don't want to stretch this to 10 minutes or anything. I just want to kind of share what's coming up with you guys. So Creative Assembly is basically releasing a new DLC for the Wood Elves. I'm not really sure when it's supposed to come, but I'm sure it's soon. They announced a dev blog post where they kind of tell what's going to go on. It is going to be a Lord pack, so we can expect probably a Lord for the Wood Elves and a Lord for one of the base factions in the game. So the base factions that came in Warhammer 2 that are not DLC, like the Lizardmen or the Skaven, which Skaven are probably who I might expect to be the other faction. I'm not sure, because the Skaven have had quite a bit in terms of DLC, but we'll just have to see what that is. They're also releasing another free Lord, or a hero rather, with the DLC. So they said it was going to be a free hero. I'm not sure if they said whether or not it was going to be on the Wood Elves or on the other faction, but I would assume that it's going to be the other faction so that it will actually be free. Because that way, you know, making the assumption that based on the fact you would have to have Warhammer 1 and also the Wood Elves DLC to be able to have the hero for this game, it technically wouldn't be as free, I guess you could say, as if they were just going to, you know, go ahead and release the hero for a base game faction. So that's kind of why I think it'll be maybe the Skaven, maybe the Lizardmen, but whoever it is, I'm sure that the hero that is free will be released for that faction. So, arguably the biggest announcement is regarding the Wood Elves in Total War Warhammer 2, introduced as DLC in the first game. The blog post, it's all going to change. They haven't got as much attention, like they say here, as the old world races like the Empire, Dwarfs, Greaskins, Bretonia. All going to change. It is a Lord pack, like I said. Warhammer 2 will have additional legendary lords. Those who purchase this upcoming DLC will obtain 2 new leaders. It's likely that one of them will be a part of the Wood Elves faction, allowing players to use the Defenders of Athaloran in the Vortex campaign. Meanwhile, for fans who also own the Realm of the Wood Elves DLC for the first game, they'll get yet another Asrai leader. Lastly, for those who don't have the previous game's DLC and won't be purchasing the next upcoming content, they'll still have access to a free update as well as a free LC hero. So more of what I kind of talked about there. The free update, I believe that they are referring to, I'm willing to see Avatar of Isha. I'm not going to kind of try and pretend I know who it's going to be, but like I said, they did release this dev blog, which you guys can go look at for yourself, because I'll leave it in the description and in the comments. But basically, they're talking about how it's going to be a Lord pack, yada yada, Wood Elves, and they'll also be revisiting one of the original core races from Warhammer 2. Okay, so like they say here, it's going to be a Lords pack. They're bringing 2 new Lords and a free hero. Now, they also talk about how they're going to be continuing their old world updates for Mortal Empires. So I'm guessing, I don't know if they're doing more campaign changes like they did with the Greenskins, or maybe they're just doing reworks to, I don't know, maybe how the Wood Elves units work. I don't really know why they would do this. Maybe for the campaign, I understand, because the campaign's really, it's kind of slow with the Wood Elves, and it's hard to really get rolling, especially with units that you may want in particular. It's not really beginner friendly, I would say, but the Wood Elves, maybe their campaign could use a rework, but as far as being units go, especially with multiplayer, they're some of the stronger units in the game. It's one of the stronger factions in the game for sure, but maybe they're just going to rework the campaign. I don't really know. I would think maybe one of the reworks as well would be for one of the base game factions. Maybe, but they don't really say. They kind of just say reworks for the Wood Elves faction, and then some Mortal Empires updates. So I don't know. Who can really tell? I'm sure maybe you guys can tell me some more info, or maybe you know a little bit more than I do. But like they say, for the owners of Warhammer and Warhammer 2, Realm of the Wood Elves DLC pack, if you've been with us since the beginning, we have additional surprises lined up that make this already jam-packed DLC even more interesting. If you've collected all that content, you'll also get a bonus legendary lord with all the trimmings. So I guess, you know, we're getting a bonus lord if you've been with them from the beginning. So that's kind of cool. I do like that they're going to reward people who have been loyal, and they also are giving free things to people who maybe just jumped in the game. Maybe you're just now becoming a fan of this. So I do like that they're rewarding both new people and both people who have been loyal since the beginning. So it's really cool to see that. It's cool to see them come out with more free content for us, and the Lord pack is nice, and doing some reworks to old factions. It's just nice to see that they're still committed to doing work on this game. So you can take a look at the rest of what is here. It might be like, is this all too confusing? Don't worry, they'll announce more of it as they go. But if you want to take a look at it yourself, like I said, I will leave the blog post in the description, and I will also leave the article here that I found in the description as well. So that's going to be it from me. I'll have more content coming your way very soon. I'm working on more Warhammer challenges. If you guys have been here before and you want to see more of those, stay tuned. I will have them pumped out very soon. If not, feel free to go back through my channel, take a look at those if you're interested. And if you are, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you guys later. So thank you very much for watching. Peace.